Mind language in the midst of time changes. The world feels impatient and anxious, eagerly awaiting a break from daily stresses, determined not to change their thought processes. They go from the young and the restless to the growth just oppressed us. Souls dying in anger, children become victims to danger, divided by the population, and there's still a remainder of guilty by standing around and doing nothing. Half of the time they making excuses or something. The other half of the time the people end up following behind what we know to be incorrect, electing to be politically correct. That just makes you suspect, a susceptible threat to moral concepts, confusing common senses with godly defenses, straddling the fences between freedom and religion. But how can one be free if he bears the curse of iniquity? And how could religion save the ones that refuse to behave? So there's a need for a change, a rebellion in the mind, a failure to define perfect obedience to biblical guidelines. You can't hide behind the ignorance of being blind. You can argue with yourself about being good most of the time. Praise is a crime. Read Proverbs chapter 29. We've absorbed more than enough of our mothers crying from witnessing their sons trying to follow behind their father's footsteps when his footsteps led to a spiritual loss of breath, and our daughters wept because their brothers and fathers sinned to death. There's an end to this, but it begins with this, a restoration of mental language, our thoughts renewed and blameless. As we imprint truth on the canvas of our conscience, then we begin to accomplish everything that was meant to be, and that is what mind language means to me.